Jonathan, so Coach Smart told us if there's any questions about the defensive front that they would be answered at LSU. What about that sort of challenge from the head coach at the start of a work week?
I mean, personally, I like that he said that. You know, he kind of basically is putting the game in our hands. You know, we just come out and, you know, come and be physical. It's going to be a tough game. It's definitely going to be a four-quarter game. They got a great football team, but we're excited to attack the challenge as always.
When you saw this game on the schedule and you think about what they like to do, run downhill, Jeremy Hill, Fournette, Darius Geis, I mean, is this right up your alley?
This is my kind of football game, man. I love games like this. It's tough, it's physical. I mean, that's what that's what you love to see in SEC football, and it'll be that on Saturday.
You say it's going to be a four-quarter game. I don't know if Georgia's had a four-quarter game yet this season.
We really haven't. I don't want to say, you know, we've just been kind of, you know, just pushing our way through. We've had some physical games, but we haven't really been, you know, battle testing. I think, you know, we're actually excited to have a situation where that's going to happen. We've been waiting to see, you know, what we're like, you know, through 4 quarters of a football game, and we want to accept that challenge.
When you say you haven't been battle tested, I mean, does that create some uncertainty whether?
Not at all. I mean, like I said, it's a challenge. You know, we like to embrace challenges. We always talk about attacking the day, and that's one thing we're going to do. We're not going to back down from any fight, and you know, we're just ready to play a good football team, and it's just one of the games that we've been looking forward to in the schedule.
What kind of challenge is this quarterback in this offense for defending?
They work well. I mean, he makes them right all the time. They got a powerful running game, but he can also make things happen. He can also run the ball. I mean, he'll keep it. Like I said, we faced good quarterbacks in the past. They've got a pretty complete offense, and we just have to assess every situation and just kind of know, you know, all the things that they do before they do them in the game.
Jonathan, you've already talked a couple times about when you saw this game on the schedule. I mean, this is Georgia's first trip to LSU in 10 years, and they're not going back for maybe 12 or so. I mean, do you wish you had more of these kind of games against the West where you play a Bama and A&M?
You always hear, you know, the West is always, you know, the stronger side of the SEC and everything like that. So it's always good to mix stuff up and, you know, just kind of play each other, like, you know, different teams, and, you know, just to mix up the schedule a little bit. You know, we like to play different teams, and we like to even play teams across different conferences, you know, because, you know, a lot of schools have good football teams, and, you know, there's great players everywhere, and we just like to, you know, mix up the competition, you know, have a good time, and just, of course, you know, play the game of football.
As a player, would you be in favor of the ninth conference game? Kirby came out and talked about that, so there could be more LSUs. It'd be one less home game against a bye team, maybe. But would you trade that home game against a bye opponent for another SEC road game in a different stadium?
If I had another year, I would. But unfortunately, I'll be going. But you know, I'm definitely excited for the young guys that'll still be here after me, just to be able to, you know, continue to showcase their talents against other great teams. That'll be a great opportunity. I don't see, you know, why we couldn't do something like that.
How unique is LSU's offense from what you've seen? You know, I guess they're trying to introduce more spread elements, but, you know, at the end of the day, they're still a downhill, you know, run right at your team. I
mean, that's kind of what you're seeing in the game anyway. You know, even in the SEC, you know, we always, you know, the SEC's always priding themselves on running the football, but, you know, they're starting to do more things, and, you know, just kind of spread out, you know, spread out their offensive just to have more ability to, you know, create more plays and just create more space, and, you know, spread defenses out a little bit more just to create more running holes. And, you know, it always gets back to running the ball, though, you know, in the end. But you just want to have diversity, you know, in your offenses, just so you're not predictable.
And then in terms of LSU kind of starting a stretch for y'all with ranked team after ranked team after ranked team, I mean, like, I know the preparation is the same, but, like, what are the difficulties in having to turn on it so quick, week after week? And
honestly, I mean, you just want to make sure everyone's healthy. I mean, you know, you're getting in that stretch of the season where, you know, guys are getting a little banged up, you know, guys are hurt, you know, guys are just bruised up, you know, not necessarily injured, but just kind of, you know, the bodies are taking some wear and tear, and, you know, you just have to make sure, you know, you're getting in the treatment, you know, you're getting in that cold tub, you're getting your legs back after a tough game. You know, sometimes you got to play more snaps than you usually do in different games. You know, you don't know how the ball possession is going to be on offense or defense, so you just want to make sure you get everybody to the game. You know, you're still practicing physical, and that you're not necessarily changing anything that you did in those games in the beginning of the season. You want to continue to, like you said, you know, have those same type of you know, preparation. You know, you want to continue to prepare the same way, just so you can continue to play the same way.
You guys are ranked number 2, undefeated. Are you surprised there's this many questions about Georgia, and, you know, people are wondering how you're going to do? I mean, you played some pretty good football.
It's kind of crazy, you know. Every year, it's kind of like that. It doesn't matter, you know, what the record is. You know, Georgia's always, you know, has the questions asked about them. I don't know why, but, you know, we're always glad to answer them. You know, we don't necessarily like to talk much. You know, we've never really been, you know, kind of a smack talking team. You know, we just kind of go out and, you know, on Saturdays, you know, we just do what we do. And, you know, we let our, you know, plan speak for itself.
Kirby said the players don't care where he's coached or played, but he had a 12-tackle game in Baton Rouge. When you've got a football coach that's been all SEC, does it make a difference for players? What and how?
I mean, it does. I mean, I think, you know, he has that experience and he just kind of understands, you know, what these games mean, you know, what they're like, and he just wants, you know, he stresses, of course, you know, what it means to him and, you know, what it should mean to us and, you know, where our minds should be at. You know, even in the beginning of the week, even yesterday, you know, we had meetings after our workout, you know, and we stayed here for a little while just talking, you know, just about our team, you know, what we want to be, you know, where we want to go and just what it's going to take. And it's just kind of those things that, you know, just help build a stronger team, you know, build a brotherhood.
Do you think Jordan Davis is still going to be getting scout team work, or is he going to be just with you guys?
I think it's safe to say after you know his last game, he's going to be definitely running with us a little bit more.
Think so?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm proud of him. He's doing extremely well, and he's worked hard, and he's come a long way. You know, most people don't really know, but he's definitely come a long way.
What do you mean? Did he weigh a lot when he came back?
Yeah, man, he weighed a lot. He's still working on losing weight, but I've never seen a guy that big move that fast. So even to be that heavy, I mean, he's playing well. He's learning his plays quickly, and he just was called on early. I mean, he's young. He's a young guy. You know, mostly, you know, you don't see young guys being able to assume positions like that, and he's becoming one of the younger leaders on this team, and I'm just excited for him.
Is he the closest thing to Atkins?
I don't necessarily know. You know, he's a young guy. So Atkins was a seasoned vet. He's seen a lot of football. You know, this
Skill set, size, though, it doesn't
He's-
seem like
he's
there was
way
a
big-
true
he's way bigger.
nose when John went, that he seems like the closest thing to that kind of idea of a true nose.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because I believe Michael Barnett is you know, definitely holding a fair share of the nose position, and he's holding it down really well. And I'm proud of him too. He's making a lot of great plays. But I think they're totally, you know, two completely different players. You know, they're different in size and they move differently. You know, John is really agile and he's great on his feet. He used to play soccer. I don't know if y'all knew that, but yeah, so he's pretty nimble. Jordan is just kind of like that big presence. You know, he can't really be moved, and even if he is getting moved a little bit, it doesn't really look like it. So it's just kind of like he's there and he will always be there, just kind of in the way. And you know, John was kind of a lock you out, you know, shut out the block, you know, just disrupt stuff. And Jordan is just, he's in space, he's where he needs to be, so our linebackers are flowing over the top. And I mean, I guess they're kind of similar in that, you know, our linebackers are getting more free, but I just think their body types are completely different.
I didn't catch it at the beginning. You might say something about have you watched games at Tiger Stadium on TV, or have you ever been there before?
I haven't been there before. I've been watching some tape. I mean, I've been watching TV copies. It seems really loud, chaotic, and hectic. But I mean, I like games like that. I mean, I'm always ready to accept the challenge.
You gonna check out Mike the Tiger while you're down there? Do you know about the live tiger exhibit?
I don't know about the live tiger exhibit, but I definitely do like tiger. I like animals, so maybe I will have to check it out.
You mentioned Kirby a second ago as you know when he played. What kind of teammate do you think Kirby's been? What would he have been like in the huddle?
I mean, I feel like he's the same as he is a coach now. I mean, he's crazy. I mean, he's just very passionate, and it's not bad at all. Like, you gotta love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just is about football, and he's about, you know, growth and development, and just, you know, being a student of the game. And you know, he just is really adamant on, you know, what you put into it is exactly what you'll get out of it. So we gotta put a lot in.
Yeah, it's good stuff.